Hey, good morning. We're going to try this again. I am live from Grand Cayman Islands, and we're going over the Tuesday Tea side hustle. It is part four, week four of the side hustle of how to go from idea to income in 27 days. So let me make sure this is showing up where it's supposed to show up at. If not, you guys can catch the replay over on YouTube. So you can follow me over there on YouTube at Christy Farmer, at the Christy Farmer. And let me check. Yes, I'm live. I see you here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're in here. So let me share this over to my After Tuesday Tea group. That's where we talk about and share things in there. Come on in here and say, hey, let me know where you're watching me from. Are you on Facebook? Are you on YouTube? And your location. I'm in Grand Cayman Islands. This is my room back there. Oh, you can even see the reflection of what's in front of me a little bit. Hey, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm going to get this shared over to the After Tuesday Tea group. There you go. Get everybody in there, tagged in the room. Good morning, Alabama in the building. Glad to see you guys in here. Drop a number one in the comments if you have a side hustle. I want to know who's in the room with us. Today, for this Tuesday tea, we're going to talk about launching your side hustle. All right. Launching your side hustle. Thank you. All right. Oh, great. I see ones coming in. We have people who have side hustles. And here's the great thing about many of our side hustles is that you can do a launch anytime. So if you feel like you're in a stalemate or you're stuck, well, I guess I should say this. Drop a number two if you can hear me. Everybody can hear me out there because I'm just talking in here. And I don't know if you can hear me well or not. I'm going to the beach this morning. This is one of my free days here in Cayman Island. So we're going to go down to the beach and I'll show you guys my view from my room at Cayman Islands. All right, I see number two. Great, you can hear me. Good, good, good. So we're going to talk about some of the steps in launching your video. This is week four in this book. We're going to talk about strategies for marketing your side hustle. Fears and doubts. Listen, some of you have already started your side hustle. Some of you have already are looking to start your side hustle. Some of you are in a stalemate. You're stuck. You've hit like a climax. It's a great place to be, but you don't know how to keep going. And so if you have had some fears and doubts, let me see who has had some fears. Drop number three in the comments if you had some fears or doubts about your side hustle. Like you feared saying the right thing or doing the right thing. You doubted if you were going to be successful, if it was going to bring in the extra $500 a month or $1,000 a month. Or because, listen, the average American doesn't have an extra $500 sitting in their savings account. So yes, I see those three coming in. Okay, so another room. I get the room. You guys are side hustlers and you've had fears and you had doubts. We're going to talk about that in this fourth part. Now, you can check me out over on YouTube where I've done week one, week two, and week three if you need to catch up. And you go grab the book. Actually, I have the book, the next book. I'm going to go run in here and y'all going to see my swimsuit. I'm going to go run in here and get my next book. I brought it with me so I can start reading it on the beach. Here we go. The next book. I got it. It is Choose Your Enemies Wisely, which is going to be really good because once you get your side hustle going and you're making money from it, you're scaling, you've got your marketing in place, all of these things are inside this book. Then you might encounter some enemies, all right? And so it's deciding which of those enemies to choose wisely. Like some of them you're not going to pay attention to, but I'm not going to get in that. But next book is Choose Your Enemies Wisely. It's business planning for the audacious few, all right? So this is the same author that wrote the book, The 5 Next Steps, and we read that last year, all right? So 5 next steps. So let's jump into it, all right? Tag somebody in here who has a side hustle. The person who does t-shirts, the person who does tumblers, the person who does Airbnb, the person who does YouTube as their side hustle. Anybody who does something to make money outside their business, get them in the room. All right, so we're going to jump into week 4. Week 4, the recap. Here are the key points of this week. So if you need to read this, the key point. Thanks. I see you tagging somebody in the room. Appreciate you. It says, start before you're ready and look for proof of concept. Start before you're ready. Somebody drop that in the comments. Start before you're ready. Listen, I could tell you, I have done side hustles since I was in 3rd grade in elementary school, and I have always started before I was ready, because you're never ready. It's like children. All right, drop a heart in the comments or hit the heart button if you are a mother. Okay, there is never a perfect time to have children. Never. It's like, I'm gonna wait until, the way I believe is the perfect time is when you're married. At least do it with someone else. But hey, some of us, that didn't happen to. All right, me, my first child, did not have while I was married. And we got married when she was 2. So there's never a perfect time. It's like, wait till I make enough money. Then you make enough money. And in true American fashion, we make enough money and then we start spending based on that money. So then there still isn't the extra money there that we thought was going to be there to have children. So there's never a perfect time. That's the point 1 they make in this week 4 of side hustles. The next one is sell like a Girl Scout. I know you guys buy Girl Scout cookies. Drop in the comments your favorite Girl Scout cookie. I think they're called trifles, the shortbread cookies. That's my favorite. Drop your favorite Girl Scout cookie in the comments so I know who's in the room with me. It says, sell like a Girl Scout. What does that mean, to sell like a Girl Scout? In here, at the end, we're going over the key points first. It says, if you correctly identify your ideal customer, remember, they're looking for you. Listen. I see the cookies drop. We have trifles. Great. Trifles are coming in. We have the mint. Now, I'm not a fan of the mint, but I do like the ones that have the coconut on. It's like chocolate on the back, coconut on the front. I like those. I don't know what they're called. But what's the one thing for sure we do? When we know when it's Girl Scout cookies, and we know how to find a Girl Scout. Samoas, somebody said Samoas. We know we can go to our local Walmart, and it's going to be a girl standing outside with cookies. Now they have where you can sell it, change with the times. Now they have where you can go buy Girl Scout cookies with a link. So you could find your local Girl Scout, and the moms are posting all over Facebook, hey, it's Girl Scout cookie time. We were looking for them anyway, so it's like, I was already looking for you. Great. Sell like a Girl Scout. Girl Scouts know who their ideal customer is, and remember that they're looking for you, not the other way around. So don't be afraid to get creative in reaching them with your message. It used to be they sit outside of Walmart. Now they've gotten creative. Samoas are the ones with the coconuts. Yes, those are my second ones. The shortbread ones are my favorite. And then they have so many new kinds. But I am a creature of habit. I have not tried any of the new Girl Scout flavors. I stick to my shortbread and I stick to the Samoas. And I don't even know the name of them, but you describe it. Somebody knows. Chocolate on the bottom, coconut on the top, right? That's the second point. Testing is boring in the way that making a lot of money is boring. Listen, somebody drop that in comment. The ways you make a lot of money is boring. All right, making a lot of money is not always going to be exciting. Your side hustle will not always excite you, but you know what can excite you? Trying something new, which is where they say testing. You have to set up an A/B test. Now, if you're on Facebook and you sell your product or your service on social media through Facebook, on the Business Suite app, they have where you can test a post by putting it up in 2 ways. Did y'all know that? Somebody put an A/B test in the comments. So I've tried this. You have to be on the Business Suite app, and I think it may be actually on the Meta Business Suite on your laptop, not on the app, but on the actual website. And you can create a post, but you do it in 2 ways. So it's basically you're offering something to your customers in 2 ways. Or it could be where I post about me being in Cayman Islands, but I post it with a video and I post it with a picture. And that's the only thing I changed. The wording is exactly the same on both. And I put them out there at the same time. And the results, Facebook will send me the results, allow me to analyze that data and see which one of my customers reacts to. Do they like me with a stingray with a video, or they like me with a stingray with a picture? saying the exact same thing. All right. So that's what they talk about, is how to do A/B testing, and then using deals and promotions to encourage action. Show up with a take. So I'm going to go back. Those are the key takeaways from week 4. Now, if you haven't been here with me, you could definitely go over and subscribe down here at the bottom for, oh, you know what? Can I add these comments to it? There we go. That makes me excited. New actions. I love it. So the things we've talked about in previous weeks, week 1 was building ideas. All right. We're past the ideas. If you don't have an idea for your side hustle, you got to go back to week 1. Week 2 was selecting your best idea. So you write down all the ways that you could make money. When I first started my side hustles, I had a full-time job as a teacher, and then I had side hustles. So my side hustle was tutoring. I also had, what was some other side hustles I did say? So I was a coach of tutors, or I was the tutor manager. What are some other things? Oh, I made accessories. So I made Hello Kitty earrings, and I would sell those at thrift stores. So those were like, I put out a list of ideas, but then I also, when I was making my list, chose a couple of different things to do. So that was selecting your best idea. Now, then I went online and found and Googled ways to make an extra $1,000 a month. So I couldn't think of all the ways that I could make extra money, but I did go on there and think of Google. So if you can't think of ways, go Google it, right? I Googled it. There was a list of things that came up, and I was like, I like this one opportunity. That's how I got into selling jewelry. So I found that company on my Google search. I was like, I could do this. How did I decide how to do it? Because I looked at what I was good at, and I looked at my current surroundings, that my ideal customer was at my full-time job. So it just made sense to do that. So week 3, it says prepare for a liftoff. So in my first month, I bought $1,000 worth of jewelry because I was selling it, needed some more, selling it, needed some more, selling it, needed some more. How did I do that? How did I get my liftoff? That is week 3. We're on week 4 right now, but I'm just giving you a recap. All right. How did I do that? I put the jewelry in, I was telling everybody about it. Everybody. Then we had a family reunion. So I started in May, and the family reunion was in June. So in June, I had family coming down. We were in Atlanta where the reunion was at, but family was coming down from Chicago and different places in Illinois and Detroit and other places. Well, I don't know about your family, but when my family comes to town for a family reunion in a major city like Atlanta, they're going out at night. All right. So we do the daytime family activities, and everybody who between like 20 and 40 or 21 and 40 is trying to find somewhere to go out. Well, they don't always bring clothes and stuff. So at the picnic, I laid all my jewelry, because that was my side hustle at the time, on the table, and everybody was coming to buy the accessories. That was how I did my liftoff, because then everybody in my family knew who is their local, who is their family jewelry lady. It's me. That was how I lifted off my business 12 years ago. All right, 11 years ago. This week, you launch your idea to the right people. Now, my family and friends weren't going to be able to sustain my business. All right. So week 4, which is the week we're in now, is launching your idea to the right people. So let's go to it. On page 147, I'm going to point out some things that I underlined, but you should get this book and read it for yourself. It says, when's the best time to get your offer out and see what happens? Usually before you're ready. So somebody's out there like, when should I start this? Should I wait until summertime is over? Should I wait until we're out? Like if you're a teacher, do you have any teachers in here? Drop a number 4 in a comment if you are a teacher. Probably not, because you guys are in school right now on a Wednesday morning. But when you watch the replay, you can drop number 4 in a comment if you're a teacher. But some teachers will say, I'm going to wait until summertime when I'm out for the summertime. Or I'm going to wait until Christmas break. Or I'm going to wait until the kids are in summer camp. Or I'm going to wait until we have $500 saved. Or I'm going to wait. No. Usually do it before you're ready. So I can give you an example right now of the business that I'm doing. And there's a teacher who's interested in doing the business that I'm doing, my side hustle. And he says, oh, good, we have an educator in here. Don't wait until summertime. Now, she's an actual example because I know her side hustle. And Jacqueline actually didn't wait till summertime, which is great because she gets to get started, get the word out. And by the time summertime comes, she's ready to make more money instead of trying to create it and build it and let everybody know that she's doing her side hustle. And then she doesn't make money in summertime because she's just getting the word out, which is publish your offer. She's already published. She's already put it out there. In summertime, she'll have more time to make even money. So this summer, Jacqueline can double her money because she's already started before she was ready, before she had the free time this summer. Are y'all hearing me? I didn't just say this. It's in the book. It is the first part of week 4. So some examples. The best time to start, it says in bold letters, the best time to start was yesterday. Somebody drop that in the comments. The best time to start was yesterday. Stop waiting on your side hustle. The perfect time, the money, the right people. Nope. You get in front of the right people when you start. So it says here, 2 things to do. The first is proof of concept. What does that mean? Validation that you're on to something. That's right. Thank you, Deidre. Yesterday was the best day to start your side hustle. Even when you feel confident, you'll never know for sure if your idea is going to work until it comes to life. That's on page 151. You're never going to know if your idea is perfect until you start. That's right. Angel says the best time to start was yesterday. All right, was yesterday. So you never know. It says if your idea is going to work until it comes to life. So the first is proof of concept. You keep thinking about it, but your customers aren't here. They can't buy your product from your thought. They can't buy your product from your from what you're thinking or from what you have written down on paper. They can only buy your product from your service by putting it in front of them. And some of you might be like, I don't know my ideal customer. Well, read the rest of this chapter, because in week 4, he talks about doing the A/B testing. All right. So putting something out, it could be an email that you put out in 2 different versions and you see which customer responds to that. All right. You could make a landing page, or you could make 2 landing pages and have at the closing part 2 different things at the closing part. So the landing pages look exactly the same, but what you do to get them to buy, you say something different, and then you see which customers. And on social media, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, it gives you insights. So my husband started a new side hustle, and it is Comfort Cravings is his business. You can check it out on TikTok. So on Comfort Cravings, he creates sweets that are for your cravings. All right. They give you comfort. All right. I don't know about you, but when I need something, I go, what is your comfort craving? What is the sweet that just gives you comfort? Mine is turtles. I love turtles. It's the chocolate and the nuts and the caramel together. Oh my gosh, the comfort craving for me. Drop in a comment your comfort craving when it comes to sweets, which is the name of his business. So he is putting things out there and is finding out what his customer likes and even what he wants to bake for customers. So he did cake pops one time, and he was like, cake pops will only be a special order. I'm not even putting on a menu. You know how some companies, some restaurants have hidden menus and only certain people know about it? Well, only certain people know about his cake pops. That's on his hidden menu. He'll only make it upon request. And even upon request, might be like, not this week. I'll only make them next month. But regularly, he's going to make brownies. He's going to make chocolate chip cookies. And there's something else that's on his. Those are 2 I remember for sure. So you have to, the second thing is the best time to start was on yesterday was proof of concept. So you have to put it out there to realize if your idea is actually good. And the second reason to launch before you're ready is that perfectionists do not make good hustlers. Ooh, where is my tea at on this Tuesday tea? I should have made my tea to come out here. Angel says her favorite one is brownies. Here is, put this in the comments right here. Perfectionists do not make good hustlers. Perfectionists do not make good hustlers. Because a perfectionist is never going to put something out there before it's perfect. My success has literally been done because I don't wait until things are perfect. Because this is what happens. I'm going to tell you what happens with perfectionists sometimes. Not all the time. It's not a handoff. But perfectionists spend so much time putting something together, and they're just, oh, this is perfect. It's going to work perfect. And they put it out there, and then they're depleted because they took all this time to make it perfect in their mind, but they don't make it perfect for their ideal customer. You don't know who your ideal customer, you think. You may have done all the research. You may have looked at all the ChatGPT responses. You've done the research and read the books. You've looked up other people who had success. And in your mind, you have the perfect idea for the perfect customer. And you put it out there, and that customer does not respond. And now you think your idea is not good. Your side hustle will not work. It's not that it won't work. It's just you have to take some time to actually put it out there and see, not just based on concept or idea, but what actually works in the marketplace. All right. So it says The best time was yesterday. Why? Because you need proof of concept. You have the concept, you have the idea, you need proof it works. You got to put it out there. The second one is if you wait for perfection, your 27-day plan will turn to 27 months, 27 years. And then somebody else has come up with the idea and made money off of it, and you're still waiting for the perfect time, the perfect sales plan, the perfect reel. Have you guys even noticed that the reels that really get millions of views are actually horrible? The lighting is not good. Like even with this swimsuit, I was not planning on getting up and showing, going to go get this book. So everybody who watches this all over YouTube, who watches the replay, is going to see me in this swimsuit. Perfection does not exist. Well, exist, but it's not going to be your way to success. All right, not going to stay there for forever, but I'm going to keep it moving because this is only page 2 of week 4, y'all. So some other things that I pointed out: the sell like a Girl Scout. All right, drop that in the comment. Sell like a yes. Perfectionists are afraid of failing for the money and the success. And even let's think past the money and the success. Let's think about how many people's lives you will change, which it talks about in this week. How many people's lives you will change by putting it out there. So selling like a Girl Scout. Channel your inner Girl Scout. I feel my inner Girl Scout coming in. This is on week 4, day 18. All right. It says, let's see some things I pointed out. Girl Scout cookies. Be the Girl Scout, not the street solicitor. Ooh, what's the difference with that? That sounds like a T moment. Page 158. It says, be the Girl Scout, not the street solicitor. They sell because people like them. So if you're resistant to sales or marketing in general, remember these 2 things. All right. There you go. Deidre says, sales like a Girl Scout. So if you're like, oh, I don't want to be a salesperson, I don't want to marketing. Here's the 2 things to keep in mind. It says, you put in a lot of work on your hustle. You're proud and excited of what you've made. You owe it to yourself to take it to the next step, to set yourself up for success. You owe it to yourself, okay? The next one is people want it. Girl Scouts, like, have the tenacity of a Girl Scout. Do they care? They get out there. Maybe it's not them. Maybe it's their mamas. We know their mamas don't care because they'd be out there at Walmart. And you know what? They just offer it. They're not begging people to take the Girl Scout. They're just offering, hey, here's a box of cookies for $4. You want it? No, no, thank you. Okay, thanks. And they keep it moving to the next person. Because it's about numbers. If they offer their cookies to 100 people, then how many people are going to buy their cookies? You don't know how many are going to buy it until you offer it to 100 people. And then you know your number. I know Angel's in here. She knows I'm, as a coach or as a leader, I'm really big on knowing your numbers. And you can't get a sale from 0. So you got to put it in front of somebody. It says the people who need your hustle want to be marketed to. People who sign up for your email list want your emails. Send them. People who like and love your comments or your posts want to see more of it, or they wouldn't like it or comment on it. This is the way I see social media. You're coming to my house. This is my page. My page is my house. You came into my house and you commented on something in my house. So you gave me a compliment on my couch. I posted a picture of my couch because this is on my house, Facebook page, my Instagram page, my YouTube is my house. And you commented on it. Now, I think it's rude for me not to talk back to you. So I might come to your DM and not talk about something that you didn't comment on. I'm going to talk about what you commented on or what you liked or what you love. So if I post about how long have you been a homeowner and you comment, because you know how many people I have, over 6,000 followers, 7,000, 10,000, I don't know how many. I have thousands of followers. I'll just say that. I have thousands of followers. You know how many didn't like it, didn't love it, didn't comment on it? I'm not going to their DM to talk about being homeowners. I'm going to the DMs and messaging the people who did say it. And I'm going to talk about not lollipops, because you didn't comment on lollipops. You commented about how many years you owned your home. So I'm going to go to your in DM and I'm going to tell you first, thank you for commenting, because every comment, every like, every love helps me market or get in front of more of my friends and followers, and just my posts are public, so everybody out there in the public. So I'm thanking you for that comment. That helped my algorithm. Then I'm going to ask you a question about your home, because you said you're a homeowner. So you said how many years you've been a homeowner. So I'm going to ask you, where is your home at? You've been a homeowner for 12 years. Congratulations, and thank you for commenting on my post. So where do you own your home at? I own my home in Wyoming. Oh my goodness, how did you end up in Wyoming? Are you from there? No, I'm not from it. We're going to have a conversation about what you came to my house to talk about. my Facebook page, my Instagram post. You came to my house, so I'm gonna talk to you about it. So you can't be afraid of marketing. It says they are waiting to hear about it. If you don't make it through the noise and reach them, they'll never have a chance to check out what you've made. All right. So marketing and selling is literally just putting it out there for the right people who want to hear from it. So if they sign up for your text messages, first of all, are you offering them the opportunity to get text from you? There might be 1,000 people who bought from you and 10 of them want text messages. Are you offering it to them? And then when they sign up for it, are you actually sending the text messages? You got to send the text messages if they signed up for it. You got to send them the emails if they signed up for it. You're not bothering people who don't want it. You're sending it to the people who want it. All right. So it says right here on page 159, when in doubt, send the email. All right. Now, let's see what else it says. It says, talking about the benefits and the features. All right. So when you are selling, marketing, or offering your product or service of your side hustle, then there's benefits and there are features. Now, these two things people tend to get mixed up. Somebody drop that in the comments. Benefits and features. So everything that you're offering, whether it is a service or a product, there's a benefit to your customer. And then that product or service has features involved. People tend to get this mixed up. All right. Now, let me tell you, benefits help people feel better. So like sunscreen, the sunscreen I use, which is not out here right now, but I use a specific sunscreen because I'm African-American or I'm Black, and regular sunscreens leave a white film. All right. So it's like my face has like this white cream on it. I do not want that. That is not cute. I would not look good with this sun, going across me with white paste all over me. So I need a sunscreen that is specifically made for my melanin that doesn't leave a white film across me, right? So it makes me feel better because I do not have this white look on my face or this white creamy look on my body with this sunscreen. That is the benefit. That's how it helps me feel better. Or is that actually not even that. That's the feature. The real benefit, what makes me feel better, is it's protecting my skin. So I bought a sunscreen that protects my skin. That's the benefit. All right. Benefit and features. Sunscreen protects my skin. Benefit. What's the feature? The feature helps back up the benefit. So the feature of the specific sunscreen that I buy is that it does not leave a white film on me. It is made for women and men and kids who have melanin. All right. Who are of African descent, who are Black, who don't want the cream to go on to look like a white film on them. Benefit, protects me from the sun. Feature, it protects me and it blends into my skin. Got it? That's a benefit and a feature. Can somebody drop in the comments your side hustle and I can probably help you with a benefit. What does it do for you? And then what's some extra features of this benefit? Got it? So when you're offering something, so it's definitely gonna, when they were selling it, they were definitely putting out there the SPF. Like I gotta have a certain SPF. That is the benefit. It's a sunscreen, protects me from the sun because it has SPF. The feature is that it doesn't give me that white film. So how do you sell more Girl Scout cookies? All right. Oh, so Angela is jewelry. All right. So how does the jewelry make you feel better? All right. So it could make you feel better by matching with your accessories or specifically the season. All right. You're offering jewelry and it enhances your beauty. All right. The features that's you specifically would be based on your business. So the features is has no lead or nickel, or the feature that benefits them is, I'm looking at some of the notes here. So are the details that demonstrate how. So you as a certain person, are you showing them the benefit from buying it from you is that they can get it online. The benefit they have from buying the jewelry from you is that you ship quickly or there might be free shipping. All right. So the jewelry product does what every jewelry product does, but that's the benefit, but it features certain different features. Okay. So grab the book and it has so many examples in here that you can apply to yours. Now it goes into some other ask 10 people for help. Ooh, who is this? Who in here has a problem asking people for help? In here it says ask 10 people for help. So in week 4, when you are launching your side hustle, you should be asking people for help. I know somebody in here has a hard time asking people for help, but it's saying you need to ask people for help. Let me go over here and pull this up about the asking people for help. And if you want to be able to ask me for help, you can join my group. Yes, I see everybody raising their hands. Thank you for your honesty about, I don't want to ask you for help. So this is with a little help from your friends. All right. This is what it says to do. Don't be an army of one. These are the groups of people you can ask for help. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of people. There's the supporters. Ask your supporters for help. Your supporters are cheerleaders who can provide support and pitch in various ways. My husband is without a shadow of a doubt my supporter. Okay, he pitches in. He's my biggest cheerleader. He was like, will give me ideas. He'll take care of things in the household so I can have space to think and put my ideas out there and put things together. He reminds me like, hey, do this. Don't forget this for our kids. I'm like, great, thank you. I would have forgot about that. Like, he's my biggest supporter. Then there's mentors. All right. Mentors are guides or experts who give you specific feedback and advice. Now, this is what I love about the internet era that we're in. I have mentors and they have no idea they're my mentors. All right. I don't ever have to specifically go to them and ask for them for help because they're putting out content that I need either through free courses, either through just being the example. I like to think that I'm a social media mentor to some of you. And the next one is a influencer. So both of these, I sort of put these hand in hand, but I'm going to read it and define it for you. So right here in the book, it says on page 167 that these are the people you ask for your help. Supporters are cheerleaders. Mentors are guides or experts who give you specific feedback and advice. So that can be your sponsor. If you're in a business that has a sponsor, that could be, sometimes you have to pay for mentorship. All right. Because they're going to give you specific. So like right now, I'm not on here giving specific feedback. That's what puts me in the category of influencer for everybody who's watching this. An influencer is people who represent your influencer is a trusted authority figure who have the ability to connect you with potential customers and help you get the word out. All right. So an influencer, I'm an influencer for my husband's business. I talked in here about Comfort Cravings. You can find him on TikTok as Comfort Cravings. I would be an influencer who has a lots of followers who brings up his business, and you guys may go over there and check him out. All right. So that is what an influencer can do, can mention your product. Now, he talks about in this book, someone who did an astrology calendar, and she sent the astrology calendar for free to influencers, but she did something that set her astrology calendar apart from other people. And she sent her astrology calendar for free to people who are influencers in the astrology world, and they put her calendar out there because they saw that it was different from other calendars that existed. Okay, so that's the influencer option. The next one is your ideal customers. Your ideal customers can be helpful for you. So our ideal customer are people who represent your avatar, your ideal customer, and can offer detailed, honest opinions on the many should I do this or that questions you'll have. All right. So your ideal customer can give you testimonials. My ideal customers give me testimonials without even knowing. They just send me a DM and say, oh my gosh, Christy, I really love this. Or this process was so easy. And I ask them, can I share this? And they say, yes. And I screenshot that and put that in emails. I screenshot that and put it in social media posts. I also ask them, hey, thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate your feedback. Can you leave me a 5-star review on my business page? And I send them a link to my business page so they can leave me a 5-star review. And I may give them free shipping for that, or give them free shipping, tax-free. I can give them different things for leaving that 5-star review. All right. So those are the ways that you can ask for 10 people for help. So think of who's your supporter, who can be a cheerleader for you. You can ask them for help. You can think about your mentors, who's a guide or expert who can give you specific feedback. Sometimes you have to pay for them. I've paid to be in mentorship groups so I can get specific feedback on my exact business. I offer my personally sponsored people who join me in the jewelry business. I offer them specific feedback. Like I was talking to one on Messenger today, and I gave her some homework because we're going to work on her mindset because she wants to get to the next level, but she has to believe that she has something to offer people. All right. And so we're going to work on mindset so she can see how she has something to offer people, and then we can get to the money. All right. Influencers and ideal customers. There's so many things. So think long and hard about your 10 people. Make a list of your 10 people who fit in those categories and write or call the people and tell them about your project, and then make a specific ask. Like with your husband, if he's your biggest cheerleader, make a specific ask. You can't assume people know how to help you. There are plenty of customers who want to help you, but did you ever ask them to give you a 5-star rating on your business page? They would love to do that, but you've never asked. Have you sent an email out? And you can do a big email or a text, but then you also can message them one-on-one because it's just 10 people. So this is where you pick up the phone and you call these 10 people and do these things, okay? Now, I'm going to stop, but there's so much, all right? Grab the book, catch up. You can catch my YouTube, follow me, like, subscribe, and follow at the Christy Farmer. You can catch week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Next week is week 5, and then we're done. So week 5 is regroup and refine. Week 5 is going to be great. If you already have a side hustle and you've already done these other things, you put marketing out there, you have your 10 people, you know you're an influencer, you made a list and you pick the things out that the idea, and you're just ready to regroup and refine it. What does this include? This is tracking your progress and deciding on your next step. So catch me back here next Tuesday where we're going to talk about tracking your progress and deciding your next steps. Grow what works and let go of what doesn't. Where is my T? That's the T. Next week, we're going to talk about growing what works and let go of what doesn't. Then the other one is looking for money lying under a rock. Do y'all believe this? Money does grow on trees. You're just not looking at the right tree. Hello, somebody. Then get it out of your head and then back to the future. Oh my God, these are some amazing tips. Go ahead and read it before you come in here with me next Tuesday. It is regroup and refine. Your hustle is out in the world. Congratulations. Now let's see what you can do to raise the game. As always, thank you so much. Love y'all. Thank you for joining me in here for the Tuesday tea with me. And now it's time for us to go eat some breakfast. My husband is super hungry. So this is my view. We are spending the rest of our day back there on the beach. Well, that's the pool. So we're going to go to pool, and then we're going to go over to the beach in Grand Cayman Island. Now, this is not a party island. This is an island if you want to rest, relax, regroup. This is it. Love y'all. Next Tuesday, we won't be on the island. I'll be back in my office. Bye.